Hey there, folks. I'm going to, in this blog, give you a Tom of Quincy update. Tom of Quincy update. It is Tuesday, October 1st, 2024. I repeat, Tuesday, October 1st, 2024. At the end of this week, on Saturday, there will be a big celebration on campus. Yes, it's a tough fall knowing the college is closing at the end of the semester in December. But there will be a celebration this weekend. The great history of this institution, 124 years in the making. It's an open house reunion, big event here at Eastern Nazarene College. All hands on deck in multiple the departments, including facilities. Yeah, we have less people than we would have had over the summer, but we'll find a way to get it done. We have not a student crew, and our staff is a little less, but we'll get it done. We know the importance of this event. And for me personally, I've been here for 32 years. There are alumnus that go back long before that. But I've seen a lot of folks come through Eastern Nazarene. And I'm trusting with this being the very last chance to do a reunion, they're coming back. Rain or shine. First Saturday was going to be good. Then they said off and on showers. Now it's looking less and less showers. Hopefully it works out as good as it can for the college. I've heard something like 800 to 1,000 people visiting a campus that's been pretty quiet in recent weeks. So that will be a little shock. But it's a shock, we know it's coming. And hopefully all the different move-out situations out of offices calms down by the end of Thursday so we can focus on having the buildings ready for tours and reunions. And basically people walking around. A little less boxes everywhere and, recycling totes overflowing. But I've actually done pretty good. I'm the guy that makes sure they get emptied. I find somebody to help me dump them, and I go all the campus looking for them. And sometimes the same one is emptied a few times in a day, especially from Nace Library lately. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. But I'm just being a little funny about it. I was just on the phone with cousin Kimberly just a little bit ago. And I want to publicly say she's helping me out on a lot of things. She got me some information about different things. And the next few days, I want to put the ball into motion on several things. Prioritizing stuff. And knowing where I'm going to work and where I'm going to live is important. I need to get a new state ID with the registry. Those are the important things. There's a few other things that I'd rather not talk about in this blog, but I will have to work on soon. But maybe not this week. But soon, very soon. Soon would mean next week. But it's very expensive to live here in Quincy. I found some cheaper places in Boston. People don't want to live in the big city. They want to work in the city, make all their money, and they want to come out here to live. But I think Quincy's becoming unaffordable. You can't afford to live in Quincy. Hopefully Mayor Koch can do something and maybe even take advantage of the ENC closing. Because I've had person after person after person. And they think that I'm going to give them information. I don't have that information, but is the city going to purchase the property? And work with a developer and have it 55 plus housing. 55 years of age or older. It might happen. That is a big push. There's a lot of folks in the neighborhood in the city that are for that. And we don't need luxury apartments here. We need apartments people can afford. Do their job, earn some money, pay their rent. but not have their first paycheck every month go to the rent or mortgage payments or what, and then live off the second check. If you get paid bi-weekly, you get 2 checks a month, a third one every 6 months, because, obviously it would be 13 months if you take 26. Or 30. I don't know. But basically, there's 2 extra payments, so that would be 13. But we don't have a 13th month. So, on average, every 6 months, you get an extra paycheck. If you budget yourself where, your first check's going to such and such, and your second check's going to such and such, on those rare months where you get a third one, that's bonus. But not spend it crazy, because it only happens once every 6 months. But I'm the last person to give people financial advice. I'm just saying I understand that. And hopefully my next job, I get paid enough to be able to live where I want to live. But I'm open to live and work anywhere, Quincy, Braintree, Weymouth, this general area. This is where I'm most familiar. Am I willing to relocate outside of Massachusetts, maybe to follow a job opportunity at another college? I'm going to see about certain contacts, certain people I might see, certain people I even already have phone numbers for. Maybe. Maybe there's jobs out there. Maybe there isn't. But I'm a single guy. Just checking the clock. 7 minutes into the video. I'm a single guy, so I don't have to worry about a spouse or children and taking. It's just me, myself. I would like to stay in the northeastern portion of the country where I'm just within a few hour bus ride of Boston. I have family in southern New Hampshire. That's another opportunity to visit. But, I'm pretty much here in Massachusetts, in the Eastern Mass area, is where my family is. A lot on the South Shore. And I don't want to be so far, but I don't see them all the time. We're in contact via texting and phone calls, and they see my YouTube channel. And if I don't really do Facebook and all those other social medias, but once in a while I check in on stuff. But and I know there's so many people in my family doing so many incredible things. I'm not gonna really talk about it, but for everybody who's doing big things, very good. Very good. Including the young kids that are in school and everything, competing in sports and whatever else you're doing. Good for you. Good for you. Hope to see people, maybe some Thanksgiving and a lot more right around Christmas. Typically, 1 or 2 Sundays before Christmas, we have a big celebration, allowing people to be other places for Christmas. Maybe my plans will be the same. I don't know. We're too far out from Christmas to work that out. It's the time to put little hints and little ideas in people's heads, but it just depends where everybody is. I've been doing this YouTube channel since late January, so, this Christmas we'll be closing out the first year of doing it. And any footage I have of family or friends or what, I'll always make sure that they're okay with it. Some things are just private. We're together as family and friends. Other things, maybe I can put it out on the YouTube channel, but I'm not going to just randomly put it out and get them calling me a little bit after that. Why did you do that, Tom? Don't want that. I want to have full access. I don't want them worrying about when I'm taking pictures. I'm actually doing YouTube footage. I'll always have their permission. But this weekend's I'm huge at the college. Just had a little PalkCon right before I started videoing this. But I did talk to Kimberly for about a half hour. I know she has a very busy schedule going on with her 3 kids and other things she's doing. I guess I can talk about it. She is an author now of a children's book, and I did put out a little video for that not too long ago. So congratulations to her on that, and she's doing some promotions and some book signings on that. A little excitement in her life. She's a sweet person. Very sweet. But everything's good with me. Place is quiet. Around the middle of the day, they were testing the fire alarm system at the apartment building. So that made it an interesting lunch break. Plus, I had a few things on my mind. So, I think I was a little dizzy most of the afternoon. But things did calm down at the end of the workday, and had a great conversation with Kimberly. So, I'm actually pretty cool right at the moment. Pretty good. And again, I can't wait to see a lot of folks. Hopefully I see a lot of people. I've told some former employees, as much as this is a big alumni thing, this is like your last real chance to come on campus, see us, the ones that are still here, and we can network with each other. Obviously, the ones that are working for the day, including me, we have to focus on our job, but at the same point, I'd be very happy to see you. Very happy to see you. It's so sad we're losing Eastern Nazarene, but it's what it is. I'm not bitter about it. I have my concerns personally for myself, for everybody else around me. What is going to happen to this campus? How is this going to affect the city of Quincy, a city that I've always lived in? Hopefully I can keep on living here, but maybe opportunities have me moving. Maybe I should simply move to either Braintree or Weymouth, which would still be the Quincy area. I would only announce that I'm making a big move only after a few weeks after the decision was made and I've actually worked out plans. So I wouldn't really publicly say anything on YouTube until things work out, because things can fall apart. Don't say things premature, ahead of yourself. Don't get ahead of yourself. But I have faith in God. He'll put me where I need to be. He'll get me through what I have to get through. He will give me strength. I praise my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I look to the heavens when I say stuff like that, and prayer is very important to me. And to the people in my life, prayer is very important. We're not overly religious in my family, but I would say overall it's a Christian family, and we're very spiritual, but not to the point that it's over religious or whatever. But it's a New England thing too. Other parts of the country are more public with their faith. But I do have faith. And I think that might come across on my YouTube channel and some of my political ideas. Let's just say if you're left of center, yeah, probably you're not happy with me. Hey, feelings can be the same way. But I can also love you and everything when we're not talking about politics. But yes, I'm supporting Donald Trump. Yeah, I cringe sometimes when he says stuff. I don't know why he refused to back off when it came to Springfield, Ohio. About the pets. Immigrants get blamed for that all the time. I've heard it through the years. And I'm hopefully most of the time it's a tasteless joke, I'll call it. And maybe there's some truth in what happened in a very small way. But the community of Springfield, Ohio, and immigrants overall don't deserve that. I just have a hard time bashing Donald Trump. Hey, we had the best country ever for 4 years. Well, really, that fourth year wasn't so hot. You know, if we just stayed on course with Donald Trump's ideas and isolate China from the rest of the world, we would have been so much better off. The entire world would have been better off. Ultimately, China would have been better off. But no, we have to listen to Nancy rather than Donald. So much suffering because he backed down. He doesn't usually back down, but he backed down. Then we got stuck with Joe Biden. You know, Joe is not a great president by any means. He's not always as bad as Donald makes him out to be, but I don't think he's mentally ill. I think he's a little frail, Joe Biden. I think his replacement is a socialist. I'm not even going to say her name, and hopefully she will not be elected president. That's just me being honest. Just want to be honest. Everybody vote the way you want. You can campaign whatever way you want and then vote the opposite direction. Do whatever. We'll see where we are after the election and what direction our country's going. Hope we'll get through this. We usually do. Have faith. Not only in Christ, but have faith in this American nation. We'll get through this. We'll get through this. Now, I've not watched any news, but I know I didn't get any news bulletin, so I believe I can say this. Happy 100th birthday, Jim Carter, the oldest president ever. Oldest former president. And 100 years. And we don't know how much longer we have of Jimmy Carter. And let's just say my father, who was a Democrat, liked Reagan a lot more than Jimmy Carter. But I know Jimmy Carter did a lot of good after leaving office, after leaving politics. And Jimmy Carter is a man of faith. And he did a halfway decent job. A lot better than Joey. I might get some negative feelings from some people, and some people might want to give me a high five for this. I'm just voicing my opinion. I'm a pro-life libertarian. I love this God bless it United States of America. I'm wearing an orange sweatshirt. I switched out of my uniform shirt. This is nice and comfortable. This doesn't show it, and I'd rather not, but some chocolate from an ice cream treat is on it. But it's what it is, it is. Well, this has been a long one. We'll see how this goes. If anybody watches this, 19 minutes, it's just going to be under 20. Wow. Well, like I always say, have a good one. Jesus is hope. God bless Eastern Nazarene College. Let's hear it for the ENC Lions. And before Eastern Nazarene was the ENC Lions, we were the ENC Crusaders. So to the alumnus, to go back to the days of the Crusaders, I worked at the college long enough that I remember us being called the Crusaders. I don't know why Christians would ever want to use the term Lions, but at some point, I got comfortable with it. I got used to it, but I didn't really care for that change. But I don't think there's anything wrong about Crusaders. Well, I guess this went 20 plus minutes. I'm just gonna cut it off. Have a good one.